Right now, the HTTPD image has been pulled from the Docker repository, and this Docker Hub is the public repository. You can find many public images here. For example, you can find Docker images for Kafka. You can find images for MySQL, right? Most of the images you can find here. There are a lot of images here, and if you have your own image, you build it, and then you can publish it on the Docker Hub. Okay. So right now, what we have done is pulled out the HTTPD image and list that image. You can notice Docker image command is very simple. Now let's say ls. As you can notice, currently in my Docker environment there is only one image, which is HTTPD, and the tag is the latest. It also includes the image ID, created date, and size. Okay, so now the image has been pulled. Let's run this Docker image, right? Let's run this Docker image. So how do I run this Docker image? Say docker run and the image name. Image name is HTTPD. Okay, as you can notice, it is running, but I will find it difficult to access the web server. So let me close this. Essentially what I need to do, I need to provide a couple of other environment parameters. I say docker run d, which means I'll be running this Docker container as a daemon, right? And then I'll say p port mapping 8082. This means I am mapping this host port to the container port 80, and then I will give the image name. Okay, so this will run the HTTPD image and will create a container. Okay, then it will run as a daemon, and the port mapping is to the container port 80. This means that this web server will be running on port 80. I will map container port 80 to my local Mac port 8082 to access the web server from the Chrome browser. Okay, from outside of the container. Let's run it. You can see the Docker container has started, and it has given this long ID. Okay, if you want to check out that Docker container right now, you can see one Docker container in this Docker environment, and it is up for 90 seconds. And this is port mapping. Okay.